Please note that any comments, jokes, questions, maybe anything that we say on the History of Bad Ideas is all in good fun. And remember, we insult everybody. Our thoughts, opinions, questions, anything else, actions that we do on the show do not reflect any of our employers, organizations, advertisers, or anyone else that is associated with the History of Bad Ideas. And remember, at the end of the day, it's just a joke.
Superman before Zack Snyder ruined him. Michael Keaton was the best Batman, while Christian Bale was just deadpan. No one remembers the other ones. Princess Leia in bikini and Transformer Lamborghinis. Please don't let Shia LaBeouf ever act again.
Please, God, no.
Remembering tales from the crypt, back when Michael Bay wrote good scripts.
He wrote scripts.
All right here is no mystery. It's the history of bad.
It's bad.
It's the history of bad.
So bad.
It's the history of bad ideas. It's the history of bad.
It's bad.
It's the history of bad.
So bad.
It's the history of bad ideas.
Podcast.
Blake, give me a verb.
Recording.
Jeff, give me a same verb.
I don't know what a same verb is.
I don't either. It says same verb.
I think you're right. Recording again, or record if it's not an ing.
Or
Record.
Yeah.
Yep, there we
then
go.
hit Jeff up again, because that's too easy.
All right, Jeff, give me a verb.
Practice.
Blake, give me a noun.
Laser.
Jeff, give me an adjective.
Fierce.
Blake, give me a noun.
Wheel.
Jeff, give me a noun.
Nugget.
Blake, give me a noun. Lots of nouns.
Element.
Jeff, give me an adjective.
Thought-provoking.
Whoa.
Ooh, that's 2 words.
It's a hyphen.
Oh, there you go.
Blake, give me a plural noun.
Thought provokers. No, I'm kidding. What am I doing? Plural noun?
Yes, sir.
Fingers.
Jeff, give me a part of the body.
Gallbladder.
Wait, hold on. Am I doing a Vankman thing here?
Where part of the body came up right after you gave one as your noun? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Blake, give me a past tense verb.
Past tense verb. Farted.
All right.
I gotta lower the bar.
So we are going to do The World According to Yoda, Mad Lib.
Ooh. You get to read
Record.
it like Yoda.
No, I do not, because I don't know who that is.
Read you must. Yoda.
Not doing
Like
it.
this,
No.
Brian.
No. Brian.
Verbs in front of noun, Brian.
No.
Brian records podcast speaking like Yoda.
He does not. Record or record not. There is no practice.
Oh.
A Jedi's laser flows from the Force. But beware, anger, fear, aggression. The fierce side they are. Ooh. Once you start down the dark wheel, forever will it dominate your nugget.
Oh, I hate when it dominates my nugget. Ooh.
A Jedi must have the deepest element, the most thought-provoking mind. A Jedi uses Force for knowledge and fingers, never for attack. Clear your gallbladder of questions. You must unlearn what you have farted.
I learned what you had farted, you must, Brian.
Welcome to the History of Bad Ideas, episode 544. I'm Brian.
I'm Jeff.
Blake, I am.
And that's Blake. So we decided to start off with a Mad Lib this week, since Jason's going to be late and he's probably going to kick us out 35 minutes after he gets here.
So we decided to have Mad Lib fun before he got here.
Yeah.
And we just have to unlearn what we farted.
Yes.
I mean,
and let's see if we can wrap up the podcast before he gets home. And then when he's coming in, we're like, see you later. We're done.
He would probably be happy with that.
yeah,
He probably would.
he wouldn't be upset about that.
No, when he come in, we just say, we just started social media poll of the week.
Oh, I don't know. Are these numbers up to date? Because these are terrible numbers that are on our current...
I don't know. Somebody with the technology at their fingers could probably bring up the most current numbers for the social media poll of the week, or we can do the roundtable stuff, or we can do roundtable stuff afterwards.
Although now that I'm reading the poll, I can understand why those numbers would be the way they are. But it looks like 10 people voted for one thing and one person voted for something else.
I am in the process of pulling that up right now.
Yes.
But
Well, we could go ahead and give our breath of silence. We'll just start off the...
yeah.
There's a number of up and downs. The Hobie promo code for Izzy.
That's Hobie Pod.
Hobie Pod, and you save something percent off of...
It's either 15 or 20%.
Yeah, I didn't want to say 20 in case it wasn't, but I thought it was 20.
Is that for Etsy?
Yep. Untidy
And-
Venus.
Untidy Venus. And wasn't she on something else? Or did she leave Etsy?
I know she was having problems with Etsy,
Yeah.
so look for Untidy Venus and see where it comes up.
Or if you call an Uber, maybe it's Izzy.
It could be, but...
And type in
yeah.
type in Hobie.
But I think she's out there in Utah land, so I don't think her Uber will come to pick anybody up around us.
Well, yeah, from the Great Lake of Salt City.
Salt City.
Salt
Yeah.
City.
Never been there.
There's a lake by it.
The Lake of Salt City, Brian. If you understood Yoda, you would understand.
Record or record not. There is no practice.
I've always said that.
Expo,
Yeah, that's coming up.
October 18th through the 20th.
Cincinnati Comic Expo, Sharonville Convention Center.
Convention Center. Yep.
Jonathan Rhys Davies is coming.
I saw that. They, I guess, announced
Yes.
that. Yeah, I think he's returning. He was here a couple years ago, I think.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Let's see. We got, hopefully nobody canceled on me, so while I start throwing these out, but Katie
Sure.
Sackhoff is supposed to come.
Katie Sackhoff.
That's right.
Ming-Na Wen.
Ming-Na Wen.
Alan Davis. I remember that one. He's coming. I'm trying to think if I should get Alan Davis to sign like one of my books.
I think you should.
Get my Excalibur #1 signed by Alan Davis. Oh, when Chris Claremont was in a couple of years ago, I should have had him sign it. Now I could have had the writer and artist. I dropped the ball on that one.
Yeah. At Chuck Norris. He'll be in.
Well,
I'm going to see if he can sign.
I think Sharonville is going to Chuck Norris.
Yeah.
Is how that works.
I'm going to bring my action pants and see if he'll sign them.
If you have action pants, I'm sure he would.
That's right.
Do you think I'll sign my Total Gym 2000?
Maybe if you also throw in a Ninja Star.
3 Ninjas Kickback?
Yeah.
But anyway, as I was mentioning earlier, we got Breaths of Silences.
Yes.
Yes.
Morgan Spurlock, the director
Super Size
of
Me.
Super Size Me, and a couple other documentary films.
But most famous for
Super Size Me.
eating McDonald's. Was it 30 days straight?
Oh, that was a year, wasn't it?
No,
it
he
was
did
only
it
a month.
Yeah, I think he did it straight for 30 days.
I mean, anybody can eat McDonald's for
He
a
had to,
month. Come
yeah,
on.
he had to eat 3 times a day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And if McDonald's says, "Would you like to supersize that?" he had to say yes.
Well, he was the one that got
Yeah.
them to stop supersizing after.
Yeah, McDonald's kind of like, yeah, maybe we should stop the negative publicity and stop the supersize, pushing the food down to everybody. And supposedly, he had his medical checkup and blood test before he started, and then he goes through his ordeal and documents it for 30 days, and at the end, he had some problems, etc. But one of his liver problems, they actually believe may have been to his alcoholism that he didn't disclose or was doing during the documentary as well.
Oh, so Yeah, you have to withhold alcohol when you're eating McDonald's for every day of every meal for a month.
Sometimes they go hand in hand, though.
Well, yeah, McDonald's does taste better when you're on alcohol.
And I think when he started too, it's been a while since I've seen it, but didn't I remember he was also like a vegan or something along those lines?
Oh, now that you mention it.
And he was like, I'm a vegan and blah. So like his first couple days he's eating this stuff and he's yakking.
Because he hasn't been eating meat for years.
Yeah. So that kind of had an effect too.
I don't know if he was 100% vegan, but I think he was at least vegetarian when
He
he
was
wasn't
something,
eating
yeah.
meat. So, yeah, that could do it. But anyway, he passed this week at, he's just, what is it?
53.
53, like a year older than me.
Yeah.
But I never ate McDonald's every day for every meal for a month. So I think I'm all right.
You should be.
But also, Breath of Silence, Bill Walton,
Yeah.
basketball player and coach.
Credited his basketball player ability to the Grateful Dead.
Really?
Actually, he credits a lot of his successes in
To
life
the
to the
Grateful
Grateful
Dead.
Dead. He's like, I wouldn't be the basketball player I'd be today if it weren't for the Grateful Dead. And I
Tell
was
him
like,
to keep
"Ooh."
trucking.
Then he's like, yeah, and I wouldn't be the person I am today without the Grateful Dead. Okay. I wouldn't be the coach,
Announcer.
manager, announcer that I would be if it weren't for the Grateful Dead. So he was a Grateful Dead fan, in case you didn't know.
I did know he liked to wear tie-dye.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. He also had cancer.
Fuck cancer.
I agree with that statement.
Yeah, 2 cancer victims, Spurlock and Walton this week. But you know what else is spreading like cancer? Beverly Hills Cop 4 trailer.
Yeah, I didn't watch it.
Me neither. But it's on the list. So apparently Jason wanted to say something about it.
I mean, I watched it. It was okay.
Did it look better than Beverly Hills Cop 3?
Well, I mean, there are a few things that look worse than that.
Are they bringing back? All right, so they obviously have to be. Obviously I've been out of it for a little while. So they're bringing back Eddie Murphy, right?
Correct.
And Nick Nolte.
I don't believe so.
That's
No?
not Beverly Hills Cop. That's 48 hours.
That's 48 hours.
Oh,
Yeah. Or another 48
or wait a minute.
hours.
The guy with the mustache that was balding. That guy. Who plays Nick Nolte version in Beverly Hills Cop?
Oh, John Ashton?
I have no idea.
Who
And his
played
partner,
Taggart?
what's his name?
Rosewood, Judge Reinhold?
Yeah, Judge Reinhold.
I think
Judge
John Ashton.
Are they
might
bringing
have
them both
passed,
back?
So is John
Oh.
Ashton still alive?
Judge Reinhold will be in it for sure.
Okay.
So far, the cast that is credited: Judge Reinhold, Eddie Murphy, Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Levitt.
Yeah, Joseph
I don't recall him in
Gordon-Levitt.
any previous Beverly Hills Cop movies.
He was not.
He must be the new rookie cop that he takes under his arm and trains in the ways of the street.
Yes. Let's see. Kevin Bacon.
Reinhold must be the chief now, right? He's got to be the police chief now.
Oh, no. I prematurely killed off John Ashton. He's still alive.
Ooh.
He's 76 years old.
Yeah, and he's going to be reoccurring in the new version.
Okay.
Ooh.
Kevin Bacon, Bronson Pinchot.
Oh, Serge
Oh.
is back.
Does he have his art gallery?
Paul
still?
Reiser.
Paul
Oh,
Reiser
yeah.
was in the originals.
Right.
Yeah. Bringing them all back, looks like.
Cool.
So, I mean, it looked... I'll watch it for sure. I mean, it looked...
They still got a Harold Faltermeyer soundtrack.
Or Jan Hammer?
Do.
Or am I confusing Eddie Murphy cop movies again?
I think you might be confused.
No. What's it? Beverly Hills Cop. His name is...
Axel Foley.
Axel Foley.
So it would be Jan Hammer.
Yeah.
Do.
I thought that was Harold Faltermeyer that wrote Axel F. Now you're going to make me look that up.
Who are we
Jan
looking at?
Hammer.
Some Hammer wrote the Dune 2 music.
Well, Jan Hammer, I think,
was
did
that Jan?
Miami Vice.
Yeah, he did that too.
But I don't think that was the same one as...
Are we talking about the composer?
Yes.
Lorne Balfe
No.
Wow.
is the newest composer.
The
Newest.
newest. Song
We're
by
talking about
Harold Faltermeyer.
The original Axel F
Yes.
was on the charts back in the 80s Was it Jan Hammer playing Faltermeyer's music?
I don't think so. It was always Harold Faltermeyer. Axel F is an electronic instrumental track by German musician Harold Faltermeyer.
Also
It
known as
served
Jan
the
Hammer.
theme for the 1984 film Beverly Hills Cop. Jan Hammer did Miami Vice. I mean, they were electronic music, so it was
That's pretty
sounded
cool.
pretty much the same. But
Yeah, I watched Dune 2, and I think another Hammer. Was it Jan Hammer? He did the music for
I
Dune
don't
2,
know
or is it
who
a different
did
Hammer?
that I don't know.
You know,
I don't know. Now
just
you're
a
gonna
lot
make-
of boom.
Now you're going to make me look up see if Jan Hammer is alive and working.
Music in Dune 2.
Jan Hammer is Czech American, if that matters to you.
There you go.
Oh yeah, thank you. That's been on the back of my mind.
I was going to
for
say
weeks.
Austrian American, but I guess Czech will do. Yeah.
Sure. I did pull up the social media poll of the week.
go.
That was, what is your favorite Ghostbusters film? Ghostbusters, Ghostbusters 2, Ghostbusters : Afterlife, or Ghostbusters : Frozen Empire. Coming in fourth, tied for third, Ghostbusters: Frozen Empire and Ghostbusters 2 with 0% of the vote.
So,
Zero.
Uh,
That's a perfect score.
Coming in a close second, Ghostbusters: Afterlife with 9% of the vote, and winning with 91% of the vote, Ghostbusters.
I didn't realize that many people were big fans of Kristen Wiig and Melissa McCarthy. Well, I mean, that's who was in the movie called Ghostbusters, right?
Yeah. Did they know which version they were voting on?
I guess they didn't.
Oh, my goodness. All right.
Yeah,
Ghostbusters remake wins.
11 votes. So
10 to 1.
10 to 1.
And Jason probably voted for Afterlife.
Yeah, probably.
We'll go to the social media website, and before we end recording, you could vote now for your favorite Ghostbusters.
No, voting is over.
Well, they don't know that if they're listening at the time.
So they'll go and, oh, man, it's over.
It's over.
Oh, no.
That's right. Oh, there you go. Ups, downs. What have you guys been watching?
Well, I did my homework,
Ooh, what homework was that?
but I guess we'll have to wait for Jason to get here to talk about it.
Was that the Dark Star?
That was Dark Star.
He also did his homework. I forgot to do my homework. So
I will
That's on
just
me.
I will just say I would not fault anyone for not watching this movie.
what I saw from the clip that Jim sent, I don't feel like I missed anything.
Oh man. I mean, I was expecting something from, the writer of things like Alien and the Total Recall and John Carpenter directing. I was expecting something, but I mean, I guess everybody has their first movies or whatever, because wow, that was not good.
That was a little rough.
It was rough. I mean, besides, it's one of those where they hold on every shot way too long. And I mean, I'm like, are they doing this because they're, trying to, match 2001: A Space Odyssey or something where, Kubrick is very deliberate with it, but I think it was just they're when you're first putting together a film, you don't realize how quick things go, and you only need one quick shot to show that something happened. You don't need to hold on to it and linger for a long time.
Put some Jan Hammer music on it.
No.
Oh, well, it might have been better than the music they had, which I think was written by John Carpenter.
There you go.
But, whew,
Not as good as The Keep.
I don't know The Keep,
Oh,
so I can't judge it.
you should watch that one.
But I'm like,
That wouldn't be mandatory homework. That would be leisure homework, extra credit if you had
The
time.
guy who did The Thing did this? Come on.
Yeah. I don't know if Carpenter did The Keep. Somebody else did, I think, maybe. I don't know. I can't remember.
If I cared, I'd look it up.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll revisit that later when Jason gets here to get his opinion of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it had me laughing. I'll give him that.
Well,
Was it a comedy?
I think they were kind of trying to do some sort of humorous take on a 2001-ish thing, but I mean,
Yeah.
and by comedy, like not flat out comedy, but more of maybe a darker comedy, close to. I have a hard time calling it a satire, but
Yeah.
nothing that's overtly funny. Just wow. And then I know Jim shared the one clip of the
Yeah.
alien
I'm
attacking the.
I'm
so it's like a
afraid.
broom or something.
He had a broom.
Yeah.
It was a big beach ball looking thing with claws.
There
And
you go.
Yeah.
the guy was trying to smack him away with a broom, and he stole the broom and smacked him back.
See, when Jim sends me clips, I learned long ago not click on them because of the past things that he sent me.
Yeah.
They're horrible.
I mean, that's why he's not here. He got suspended for the last thing he sent you. Mm-hmm. So.
Oh, that was a virus, wasn't it?
But my fact checker said it was Michael Mann who directed The Keep.
Thank you, fact checker.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what else you watch? Well, other than that, wasn't homework related, but that was for leisure and enjoyment and pleasure.
Oh, let's see. I spent the last 2 weeks watching the Jeopardy Masters tournament.
Yeah. I watched a little bit of it.
Mm-hmm.
And Victoria Gross won. I'm spoiling that for everybody.
What?
She's good.
Yeah.
Gotta give her credit.
All right.
She kicked some butt.
I finished rewatching Sports Night. Again.
Does it still end like, no, don't end now? Or
that's what I was gonna say. Like, I previous times watching it, like I don't really remember the ending being like that abrupt to where I was like, they could have done at least one more episode or two more episodes to like fully finish it, but still,
like they finished the season not knowing if they were renewed or not.
Right. Yeah, it's one of those kind of deals. I mean, it's a perfect way to end a season and then start a new season.
Yeah.
So, network TV executives don't know what they're doing.
They do not.
Yeah. See,
That was the storyline in the show, too.
Really? Well, because it was interesting because I did read an article this week. There was a criticism about how the network executives ended up screwing, was it Serenity?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, right?
Firefly.
Firefly, how they ended up screwing Firefly because they originally didn't release it in the correct order of the episodes because obviously the all-knowing network executives thought the audience would be confused if they played it in the correct order because there was some other information they wanted to get out there first.
The problem with that is I think it's the network executives were confused.
Yeah.
So they're like,
of course.
We just watched this and we bought your idea, but we don't know what's going on. So write something that explicitly tells us this is what's going on.
Yeah, it's like, and where's Buffy the Vampire Killer Part 2 in this? This is what they want. And then they set it up for Friday evening, which already had a strong sci-fi backing and some of the other head-to-head TV shows that was going up against. And it was an interesting article about how network TV screwed Firefly.
Yeah.
How a lot of people that watch it in the original order intended from beginning to end go, this is a great series. Why'd they kill it?
Yeah. Yeah, no, like the original pilot, I think, was aired like 4th or 5th or something like that.
Yeah, the first 2 episodes in order basically set the entire storyline and galaxy up, and they thought that would be too boring. So they needed to go straight to the action. Then everybody goes straight to the action, and they come back and like, what the hell's going on?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing is like they introduce characters in the pilot, the 2-hour pilot, that they didn't air. And so characters you've already met are now being introduced. So if that first one, you're like, you don't okay, well, this guy isn't the guy you think he is because I already met him. And we already know what's in the luggage because I've already seen this, you know? So
they screwed it up that way.
They really did. And then about 4 of the episodes they didn't even air.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. I go back and read it, and I've always intended to. I've seen Firefly episodes standalones on their own, and I didn't understand what was going on, but it looked interesting. But I never had time to actually go back and watch it from the beginning and get into it because it wasn't available on a streaming service for a while either. You couldn't find it anywhere.
Is it on streaming now?
I don't know. It's on my DVDs. So,
and yes, Jason just came in.
Oh yeah, that's Jason's voice.
Yeah.
Hey, Jason's here now.
I'm Jason.
He's Jason.
Yeah. So, hello, everybody. Just got back from a very intense 8U baseball game.
Woo!
The other coach would not talk to me when he shook my hand because after playing for 2 hours and 5 minutes and we tied, he wanted to go into extra innings. And I said, me and my coaching staff were like, no. And we're like, we're good. And he's like, of course I would expect that from you guys. What?
What's your scouting report say?
This game that's supposed to take an hour is already twice as long as it should be.
Do they still have school tomorrow?
My kids don't, but some of the kids do.
Yeah.
So I'm like, and we were 30 minutes away from home, and 40 minutes from some kids that live over in the other state. So I'm like, I just want to get out of here. At one point during the game, somebody in the crowd from the other team threw a stick and hit one of their own players on the field.
Nice.
So there's a 5-minute delay while the kid was crying.
That had to be a sibling.
It was. But I'm like, what the hell is going on here? I want to get the hell out of here.
Yes, your wife explained to me that they changed the location, the field it was on, without letting you know.
We showed up and there was no team there, and we played them at the same field last time. And I texted the guy, and he called me. He's like, I put it in your text. I was like, I have the text right now. That is not correct. You never told me that. And he's like, well, we're 10 minutes away. You better come here. Or it's a forfeit. It's like, whatever. Fucking A. Fine.
It's like one of those tactics where they needed you to lose or forforfeit so they can get a W or something.
Yeah.
So they can make the playoffs.
So instead of getting 3
But
points.
there are no playoffs.
I don't think there is. I don't know. No one's told us.
It's in your text, Jason.
Well, here's the best part. So my 7-8U team, the team that we played tonight was mostly 8, 9, and 10U. So it's all fucked up because it's rec ball for this kid.
Yeah.
And the best part is though that they get upset because you get 3 points for a win and 1 point for a tie, and 1 point for a loss. Or 2 points for a tie and 1 point for a loss. So you still get points no matter what. Yeah. And I'm like, who the fuck cares? I don't care. And the best part is, so my team, for some reason or another, had an early schedule, so we're done on Saturday. That's our last game. That's our 12th game. Have a good day. Yeah. A lot of these teams are playing till June 20th. And I'm like, I don't know how we got the schedule that we did, which is fine. Then I have other teams that are like, hey, you guys want to play another game June 14th or June 20th? No. We're good. We're good. None of the parents want to. None of the kids do. I'm not having practice for 2 straight weeks just so we could play a game that doesn't fucking matter.
I understand now because your game's ahead. And so if you check your text, Jason, you probably would see that you're at the top of the table because you have all these excessive points.
We are
and they're all trying to catch you. And that's why he's pissed off at the fact that, they're going to walk away with a point each or,
We don't win anything.
Well, they didn't want to get relegated. He's probably on the edge of relegation and didn't want to get sent down to the 5 and 6 U's.
8U relegation.
Yeah.
So we're called the Fighting Bananas. And as the place that we play at does not like that. But so for the kids this year, just because I wanted to have some fun with it, I bought everybody a banana trophy to give away on the last game. Just to give them a trophy. Yeah. It says Top Banana. So I was like, yeah, fuck it, whatnot.
Why don't they like the Fighting Bananas?
Because he wasn't taking it seriously enough.
No, because we didn't go with their team name, their organization name, even though they never told us that.
Or their themes. But it was in your text, Jason.
And
if you read the text,
here's the best part. They didn't even pay for our uniforms.
Ah.
So we're like, what? And so they're like, you got to be called this. I was like, but you're not paying for our uniforms. Doesn't matter. You're part of this organization. Then pay for our uniforms.
That's right.
So
So right away from the beginning of the season.
Well, could you be the something fighting bananas?
So what I did was I sent them a logo, a news jersey with their name on it. Okay, fine. Here's your fucking nickname. Well, I didn't show them that the real logo, the real jersey I had a giant has a fighting banana on it. So that was my passive aggressive side. I'm just like,
That banana's not fighting anybody.
He's just angry.
He's just mad.
He is angry.
That's right.
He is angry.
Why wouldn't you be called the Mad Bananas?
Ooh, we could be maybe next year.
That's right.
But I'm just like,
Is that the peanut butter jelly time banana? Oh, no. It's
peanut butter jelly time.
now I know why the coach said, yeah, that's what I expected from you, because your reputation's out from day one.
That's fine.
Being the fighting banana guys instead of going
To quote
along with what
Dante
they
from the
wanted you to
Clerks,
do.
I don't even want to be here and coach. No one else did.
We're not even supposed to be at this field.
We weren't. Yeah, once a stick came in and hit the kid on the first base, I'm like, my oldest son was there helping me, and he's like, "Can we just get out of here, Dad?" I was like, "We're going to. We're getting the fuck out of here."
Man, if they're throwing sticks at their own team, imagine if you guys actually won. What they would have done.
We tied. We got the fuck out.
That's right.
So,
Take your points and go.
yeah. So there you go. That was my fun evening. Like, what are we doing here?
It's like, dude, you made us drive an extra 10 minutes. We're out. We played for 2 hours and 5 minutes.
And it doesn't fucking matter.
And you said, I got a world famous podcast to go get on because they're probably talking shit about me right now.
Yeah.
We talked about shit. We talked shit about you.
That's fine. That's fine.
It's good stuff. We're just going around talking about our leisure viewing for the week.
Oh, okay. Okay. I don't think I really watched much. Did you guys see the Beverly Hills Cop 4 trailer?
We talked
We've
about
already
that.
talked
No,
about
okay,
already
that's
talked
fine.
about it.
We
Did
Blake and
you,
I
what
have
part
not,
are you
but
on?
We already talked about the music.
We did everything up to the social media poll of the week.
No,
Oh,
I did
Not
that.
got to
We
listen
already
to-
did that. Yeah.
Oh,
Well, I meant up to and including.
sorry.
And
Okay.
including.
I didn't really watch much.
But you did watch the Dark Star?
Fucking A, dude.
Yeah, we were
I couldn't
saying-
even
We were
finish
talking about
it.
that.
I
right
couldn't
before you
finish
walked.
it.
Oh, how far did you get?
50 minutes into it, maybe 45.
Oh, it's not that much more after that, I guess.
It was horrible. I don't even know what I watched.
Well, I'll tell you how it ends. Everyone good with me spoiling this?
Oh,
here?
come on. I was going to finish it.
Please
Oh, are you
spoil it
gonna
finish?
for
No,
me.
No, well, see, you know the bomb that kept coming out and they kept sending back in, and the bomb's like, but I'm supposed to blow up. That's my job. Well, when it came out for the third time, and it didn't, it would not go back in when they realized, oh no, there's problems because the captain turned off the intercom. So the guy telling him, we're having problems here. He's like, quiet, we're working, and turned off the intercom. So then the bomb wouldn't drop, and they're like, unarm yourself and get back in the ship. And he's like, no, I'm not going to. And it's like, oh no, what do we do? So then he went.
This ending is way too long.
He then went and talked to the frozen body of the dead captain that was cryogenically frozen at absolute zero. And the dead captain told him that he has to go, convince the bomb. So he logically told the bomb, got the bomb to convince himself that, oh, the stuff you're getting is wrong. How do you know you're really here? And all this other stuff and get philosophical crisis.
Is this like an allegory for AI?
Kind of, yeah.
Oh, wow.
So then so then he convinced the bomb to go back up in the thing, and then then like, all right, woo, yay! And so then the one other crewman started talking to the bomb, and the bomb's like, oh, you are a fallacy, and then blew up.
So the whole thing blew up.
So the ship blew up. Two of the guys had already been ejected into space, so they were still alive at the time.
How are
they
they
were in their
alive?
Suits.
They're in suits. Okay.
They were
Flying
in suits.
Leia's.
Oh,
They used the Force.
The Phoenix asteroids came and took the one guy away.
oh.
Phoenix asteroid.
And then the other guy found a piece of debris and started surfing into the atmosphere of the planet they were
I think
over.
he would burn up.
He did.
Oh, okay.
But he burned up surfing.
That movie was so bad. and it felt like one of those old Sega CD games that you would play, like Night Trap with David
Kind
Plato.
of did, yeah.
And it was like, am I watching a Sega CD game? Like, this is awful.
That I don't get any input into.
Yeah, I don't even have a controller. Fucking ridiculous. Okay, well, Blake, you got some listener feedback down there?
God. Well, I was going to talk about what I watched.
Tough shit. Listener feedback.
He can talk about what he watched.
That's right, man.
He was here on time.
Can I have some
That's right.
Carlos sours?
There's an open one already.
I don't want an open one.
Well, I'm not going to eat the whole thing because those are sour.
Yeah, they're good. Okay, go ahead, Blake. What'd you watch?
See if they burn your lips like they do Jeff's.
They're good, though.
Some interesting one on Max, the tattooist of Auschwitz.
How was that?
Very good, and a good reminder of the evil that men can do to each other.
Okay.
Because you really think about it, you go back to the horrors of something like that, and you realize, how can a human being do that to another human being? And I think everybody needs to be reminded
Yes.
of how that can happen and how it still happens today, around the world as it, happens as it.
So when you go to Auschwitz, please do not take pictures as a social influencer.
No butt pics, no. Glam pics.
The fact that you're saying that makes me think someone did that.
Oh, there's many people that do that.
That's all over the place, man. It's horrible.
Here I am at Auschwitz.
Yeah.
Duck face.
So it is pretty good. My wife actually had read the book, and she's like,
Does it mean
let's
that the
watch
book's
this.
expectations?
Yeah,
Because I know she hates when she watches a movie
Well, we
based on a book.
didn't get into that, but it turns out, I'm watching it, and it turns out, he's telling his story. So he's in the modern period to the lady who's going to write the book, essentially, for him. And as he's sitting there, I'm looking at this old guy, and I'm like, man, I know who that is. Who is it? Finally, in episode 2, it dawned on me. It's like, oh, shit, that's Harvey Keitel.
Oh, jeez.
You didn't recognize him because they didn't show his penis.
Not yet.
Or he wasn't drinking some good gourmet coffee.
Mr. Wolf.
That's right.
Did he fuck a plant?
No.
Okay, well, that's good.
No, but
That's
it's...
Harvey Weinstein.
No, it's...
Oh! I'm dead serious.
Oh, wait. Or hold on. Or Louis C.K. into the plant? Never mind.
Never mind. Never mind. I apologize, Harvey Keitel. I know you listen. I apologize.
Okay, yeah. My showing a penis wasn't a Me Too thing. It was a reference to the fact that he gets naked in the piano.
My bad.
And Bad Lieutenant, by the
And
way.
Bad Lieutenant.
Have you ever seen Bad Lieutenant? If you need a trigger warning for a movie, I'll tell you right now.
I mean,
Be
it's in the
prepared.
title.
Be prepared for some fucked up shit.
It's in the title.
Yeah.
That's true.
Bad Lieutenant. That was my first exposure to Harvey Keitel, and I'm like,
I see what you did there. I see what you did.
That's right.
My first exposure.
But no, very good and serious subject matter, and it's very just not Harvey Keitel. I'm talking about the tattooist of Auschwitz, and very disturbing subject matter, and it's kind of hard to go to bed, after watching some of the horrors of that stuff.
You basically have to watch cartoons.
You got to do something to desensitize yourself.
You could try to watch some Looney Tunes, but then Max took half of them off, so it doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
assholes. What else did you watch? Anything?
Quiet on the Set.
Oh yeah, my wife and I watched that.
Yeah.
Isn't that was fucked up too?
He's now suing.
Of course he would.
Yeah, the people who made the documentary.
Yeah.
No, it was, so it comes,
Which isn't surprising.
First of all, based upon some of the stories and etc. As far as like a work environment goes, what a horrible work environment. I'm surprised it took this long for the shit to come out. But then you think about it, power structures in Hollywood. Think about how long Harvey Weinstein was raping fucking actresses.
Weinstein.
Weinstein was fucking actors, raping actresses and shit for years because of the power structures. And a lot of those people, is like one of the female writers was talking about, her and another female writer actually had to split a salary.
They split it. Yep.
But they're willing to because people are so desperate to get in
Yep.
and make it, that they'll do stuff like that. Not excluding children as well, doing what it takes, what they want to
Did
do to
you
be
see-
famous, and same thing with the parents that push the shit their kids into.
Did you see the his side of the story? It is the most awful thing you will ever watch. He did an interview after the first 2 episodes came out, and it was a African American interviewer that was one of the child stars on his show, and they said it was deliberately like he picked this guy, and like even the interviewer was like, he was a child actor, and he at the time, and he's like, I never experienced any of that with you on the set. Could you just talk about how it really has hurt your feelings and all? I'm like, oh my god,
wow.
And then he's like, I was open to, maybe I should have been a better person about certain things with my anger, but I was always open if there was ever any complaints. It's like, fuck off. No, you weren't.
The documentary put some quotes in there of what he says that addresses some stuff, and then the bulk of it was basically ignoring the facts of what people are saying and saying, well, I had some learning experiences to go through. And I'm like, learning experiences? What the fuck are you talking about?
That's not learning experiences. That's just being a good person. Not even a good person, a regular person. Just do that.
And it's also a good documentary on how pedophiles and child traffickers will be able to isolate you from your child, and these parents that are just gullible enough to do it. The first, one of the examples is the lady who was talking to, and then being afraid to come forward. Like, if I come forward, I'm a horrible parent, and everybody would expose me as like, why'd you do this? Of course, my first question is, I was like, almost like yelled at the screen and like, why in the fuck are you letting this guy email your 12-year-old daughter?
Yes.
What the fuck, man?
Yeah.
I don't care who the fuck you are.
You
all
go
communications
go through me.
Yeah, all communications go through me. And but of course, remember, and this is back before the easy access of the internet. And we're talking, the dial-up, phone, and it was like, it's the hell AOL. And so this wasn't easy access where a kid can just pick up the phone and boom, create one.
I saw that too with the emails. I'm like, what are you doing?
What the fuck? But again, you want your kid to survive, and there's this.
You want
guy,
your kid to be independent.
The kid to become famous. Actors is what they want to do. And here's this guy who works on the set that's like, overseeing things. Like, hey, get in with me. I'll get you whatever. And just the greed and not the, I don't know if greed is the right thing. Your aspirations for stardom, your hunger for stardom,
the greed
and
for fame
and money that will cloud your, decision making and judgment for some of these parents. And it's kind of interesting because one of the parents that they had on there, the child, is basically, where the kid got upset at the parent because the parent was like, kept stepping in and going, what the hell? What the hell? What the hell?
And that kid got fired.
He got fired, and it took them, he was estranged from his mother for years. Until they started doing this,
she ruined it.
Because she ruined it. But until they started this documentary, they were able to start mending their relationship again. But then of course, he's also talking about, well, I had to go through therapy, I had some anger issues, all this kinds of, and then basically realizing, as a kid, how you can be manipulated and coerced, and of course, the big reveal in regards to who, the big name that was revealed that he was sexually, molested for a long period of time in the series that everybody knows.
Yes.
And so if you haven't seen it, I don't want to spoil it because it's the big reveal. I think it was in episode 3. No, 2.
2, I think it was.
Yeah.
Or 3.
Yeah.
2 and 3 or whatever. 2 sets it up and 3 goes into all the details.
Yeah. It was rough to watch. Like, we watched it, and then my wife and I were like, okay, what else is on?
That's another one. It's like, don't watch Tattoos of Auschwitz and Quiet on the Set back to back. You may want to go watch something like Sugar, which I watched too, by the way.
What the hell's Sugar?
It's on Apple Plus.
Apple TV. It's Colin Farrell's new show.
Colin Farrell's new show. So this was kind of interesting. Got into it because I heard it was like a modern film noir. Mm-hmm. And just because of, I got to keep up with you guys and looking at my, my feed, I'm like, oh, this is kind of interesting, but his character's kind of weird. And then I was going through the things of the headlines like, oh, yeah, Sugar, the extraterrestrial twist is genius. I'm like, oh, fuck.
Well, spoilers.
Now I'm not watching it.
So I'm like, so I just saw the headline
ZT.
and I had to delete it because I didn't want to ruin it. But I got my wife into it and she started watching it, but I didn't want to tell her, hey, there's a sci-fi twist coming up. As soon as it happened, she's like, well, this is bullshit.
I'm out.
And I'm like, I knew it was coming. And she's like, you didn't tell me? I was like, well, I wanted to watch. But and I was like,
spoilers.
If you didn't. And then it goes down this path after the reveal. And you're just kind of like, it could have been pretty good if you stayed on the, film noir.
Stay on target.
Stay on target and resolve it because it does take you through a good mystery. It does. It's really good. But then you're like, oh, well, that explains some of his behaviors and questionings. And
Was it better than K-Pax?
so it was almost, yeah.
And then the alien showed up.
That's right. But it almost like telegraphs it a little bit like this isn't a normal film noir. And you're kind of like, well, this is unusual. And then when it comes, you're like, oh, yeah. And then they left it open for season 2, which for some that I was like, all right, now you've gone way down the wrong path. And
Did they have that crazy guy with the hair going, aliens?
no, there was no History Channel references on this because Apple doesn't own History Channel.
Oh, okay. But still should have got the aliens guy.
Yeah. Would have been cool.
Yeah.
But, I don't want to spoil anything else for that. But, yeah, it's good stuff.
Well, I will say we did get something from a listener from Social Media Monster. We got a documentary to review.
Oh, yeah.
I sent that out. They reached out to us basically about an online troll that started taking over or attacking like a city or a small town. And he's an online troll. It's called Social Media Monster. It has not come out yet. We got a special advanced screening of it. Which we'll be seeing in the next week or two.
Yeah.
And so we'll take a look at it. But Social Media Monster, we appreciate them sending it over to us. But basically, it's like a good documentary. He started filming it, and then he got wrapped up into it. And so...
And it turned into something different than what he started
Yes,
as?
so-
I like those.
So, yeah. So
He's an alien.
we will give you... If you guys do want us to watch films and review them or books or anything like that, that's fine. Just remember that we are honest about it. Some of our people that have sent in stuff have not been fans of us afterwards. But we are very honest. But, we won't go out of our way to trash anything or anything like that. But
Yeah. No, we have no desire to purposefully trash
No,
something,
but if it-
except maybe Dark Star.
Yes.
But
if it's something we don't like, we will tell you. And we'll tell you why we don't like
Well,
it.
that's not trashing something.
No, exactly.
But people-
you're giving a
some
critique
reviewers
of
don't like
why you
that.
don't like it.
Yeah.
Some people don't.
trashing it is when you do stupid shit like,
Yeah.
oh, it's fucking stupid.
Yeah. So we'll be take a look at that. We'll be talking about that in a little bit, couple weeks or so.
If it's got time travel, I'm out.
No, it does not.
Oh,
thankfully.
okay.
Did Sugar have time travel yet?
I don't want to spoil anything.
Okay.
Brian.
Yes, Jason.
One quick thing. Jason Street's the worst.
No, you don't get to say that.
He is the worst.
Jim and I have been telling you that and telling everybody that'll listen that for years.
I looked at my wife. We're in season 3, almost done with season 3.
Mm-hmm.
I looked at my wife. I was like, maybe Brian and Jim were right. He is the worst.
Yes. I haven't.
You
just
gotta
been
have my kid.
I haven't just been saying that just to say it.
Yeah.
Like, he sucks.
Real quick, really shocked that the brother and the stripper did not get married.
Billy?
Yeah, Billy and the stripper
Billy
broke
and
up.
Mindy?
Yeah.
Oh, just keep watching.
Yeah. I mean, I'm shocked they broke up. And Tyra, she does not make good decisions.
No, but she's in high school.
Yeah.
So, and
What
that's-
show's that?
Friday Night Lights. Great show.
Oh.
Great show.
Yeah.
Blake, give me some listener feedback down there.
All right, listener feedback. I always start off with Big D, Doogie.
Dunkaroo Doug.
Sunny D,
Ape Hands.
formerly known as
Beaver Tails,
Jewel of the Licking.
Dig Dug.
Beaver Hands,
Beaver Teeth.
Beaver Pellet.
Postman always delivers thrice.
Beaver Nipples,
Chili Billy.
the Postman,
Dad.
Supplier of shitty food.
the Phantom of the Oprah.
He's a, you got foodies.
Phantom of the Oprah?
Yeah, Phantom of the Oprah. You know, you got foodies, people who love food.
Yeah.
He's a food sadist.
Yes.
He's a
Here, have
food
some ranch.
sadie.
Have some ranch.
No, I can't. Sadie.
We got any Doritos down there, Brian?
No,
Yeah.
they're gone.
Oh, those things were
They're
amazing.
behind the cereal
I
box.
bought some on my own just because these were good.
There were no
Fiery
Sour
mango.
Patch Oreos left, so you don't get any of
So
those.
that is actually my oldest son.
Sure, blame it on your kids.
He had a sleepover with a buddy, and I think they
Yeah.
went through the whole thing.
So
see.
you weren't supervising your
No.
kids.
No.
Fair
No.
enough. Okay, so you're being a shitty parent.
I didn't consume my fat macro target for today because I expected some Oreos.
I apologize.
But I had some of those Doritos. They're pretty good.
I like the Doritos. Oh, that's okay.
It's some good burning sensation.
All right, there we go, Doug.
Gets those endorphins going, man.
You got Doug's question, or is that it?
No, that was whatever we just did. That was Doug's.
Okay, what do you got for Brian Hour?
No, just kidding.
Oh,
How high or low is your interest in the MILB right now?
that's MLB baseball.
Oh,
Major League
MLB
Baseball.
right now. What is your favorite sport to watch now? Say, now.
My interest is middling.
Okay.
I mean, when your team is doing bad, it's tough to watch.
That's why you need a second team.
Yeah, but they're doing bad too.
No,
You're a
doing
25th
good.
team.
Mine's doing pretty well.
But yeah, my top two teams aren't doing so hot.
So what do you watch? What's your favorite sport to watch now?
Well,
Is the UFL over?
Championships coming up
XFL?
this weekend.
Oh, there you
UFL.
go.
I didn't even realize they were that far.
Basketball? Is basketball your
No,
favorite?
basketball is nowhere close to ever.
Golf?
Don't
Stanley
know.
Cup playoff time.
It would be Stanley Cup, but none of the teams I like are in it.
No.
Yeah, I mean my
Rugby?
favorite team did get eliminated. So
My favorite team didn't even make it to the
Yeah.
playoffs.
So what's your favorite sports to watch, and what's your interest?
the Westminster Dog Show.
Oh,
Nope, can't watch that.
I like that.
It's not a sport.
You're not a sport.
I'm not.
Okay, good podcast. And Brian, what do you got?
I mean, honestly, I haven't cared too much about Major League Baseball in the last 3 to 4 years. So it's fairly low. But right now, like I said, hockey is probably what I'm watching. Keeping up with spraying OTAs for the NFL.
Okay.
I will give baseball credit. I didn't think the pitch clock would be good, but it actually is getting
I love it.
games going and whatnot. What I still dislike is the universal DH because it's just a lesser game, in my opinion. And it was much more enjoyable to watch a game where you actually had to think strategically.
More hits, more home runs, more pow.
that doesn't make it a better game.
They
that
think
just
it brings
means-
in. They think it brings in viewers.
Yeah,
You know what,
well,
Bri-
then you should just let them continue doing steroids. I mean,
You know what would bring in viewers? If you would actually watch the fucking games easier. How about ending the fucking blackouts? Jesus. Fuck you, Rob.
I heard that they're the next thing Rob is working on might be a total nationwide television contract instead of individual markets.
He'll
doing
still
their
fuck
own.
it up somehow.
Well, he'll fuck it up, but it probably better than what the fuck it is now.
That's true. He's a fucking horrible.
I mean, we've only got 5 more years of Rob, so we've
Great
got
job.
that. We've got that to look forward to. 2029, Rob's hanging it up.
My interest in Major League Baseball is kind of in the middle. I really love baseball. It's not really getting too much interest for me. My favorite sport, like I told you, is college baseball. I'm hooked on it. College World Series starts this week. My son and I have been watching tons of college baseball games because they had the conference tournaments this past week. But before that, we've been watching. We have every game DVR, so it's really fun to watch. So we even watched a Conference USA championship game yesterday. So between Louisiana Tech and Dallas Baptist.
All right.
So it's fun to watch, like just different teams. What you got, Blake?
What's the Division III team that was making it to the championship that's not going to have a baseball program next year?
Yeah, there's a baseball team, Division III, Bishop, I think. But anyways, they are Yeah, their school closed May 31st, and somehow they ended up winning the conference tournament in Division 3. So now they're in the Division 3
So the entire
college.
school is going away.
School is done. It started in 1865. Wow. It ended. So they are now playing baseball for a team or for a college that doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
So people are doing GoFundMe's now for it, just to keep them going.
Oh, the team. I thought they were trying to keep the school going.
No.
No, just the team. They don't care about the university. It's just the baseball team.
Or buying the jerseys.
Yeah, so it's
That's cool.
yeah, it's fun. It's a fun story, and the best part is who was it? I will find it for you. But anyways, the team, they played in their championship game on Saturday, I think it was. They had 9 guys come down with food poisoning. 2 of them were in the hospital. This is during the championship game. 2 of them were in the hospital. They were everybody that was at the game was doing IVs to keep them hydrated during the dugout, and they ended up winning the whole thing. So, yeah.
Wait, hold on. Isn't that could that be during the game a performance substance?
Enhancing drug?
Enhancing drug. Did the other team have access to IVs as well?
I think they did, if they wished to use it.
Okay.
Birmingham Southern College.
There you go.
Yeah, they closed their doors last Friday, and they're still playing.
Awesome.
So I think it's great.
Birmingham, where they're going to play that game, that Major League game later this summer.
Which Major League game?
Who was it? The Giants and somebody, I think.
Oh.
I don't remember. They're playing a Major League game at
Why?
Because it's the oldest baseball stadium in America, the place where I guess the Barons play.
Oh,
It's
okay.
the oldest currently running.
Are they doing the Field of Dreams this year?
I think they're doing this instead of the Field of Dreams.
Gotcha. I was just curious.
So they're not playing at the Little League World Series this year?
60-foot bases. These kids are jacking the ball. Yeah, it's a 100-foot fence.
You're pitching from second base.
What else we got?
I'm not watching games per se, but I'm following stat boxes on the daily basis because Cleveland's
Fancy.
doing really well. Cleveland's off to like their best start and won 3 and like maybe the best start third ever in the franchise history.
I feel like this is the year that Cleveland wins the championship.
Well, it's interesting because they're off to such a hot start. Normally, if you're in the Central, that's locked up by now. But unfortunately, the Royals are off to a hot start too.
The White Sox are not.
Yeah, the White
No, they
Sox are
stink.
not. But what's interesting is that, of course, this is the first year without Tito, right? Mm-hmm. And so this is very interesting. They got Stephen Vogt, and when I first saw that hire, I was like, "Are you kidding me? This guy was just a player. What, a couple years ago? He was still for the A's?
Yeah, Oakland.
Yeah, and all of a sudden he comes in, and they're kicking ass. You got your top pitchers are hurt, they're out. You got guys that are, Kwan's been sitting out with hamstrings of the lead hitters, but yet these guys are winning games left and right in sweeping series. Mm-hmm. And I'm sitting there going, I always criticize Tito because his actual record in game decision, series games, ending series, what's it called? Series ending games or game ending series is abysmal. Yeah, abysmal. And I remember yelling at the TV, watching him fuck up against the Yankees a couple years ago in that series, where we all we had to do is win one of the last 2 games, and he wasn't starting his ace or recycling them quick. And I'm like, there's no tomorrow. Play now. Mm-hmm. And so it's interesting. Is
I
like
think I heard a song that goes that way.
Yeah,
There's no tomorrow.
yeah.
Play
So,
now.
when it comes down to it, you sit there and go, at the end of the year, because he was such a well-liked figure in Cleveland, he's got the, family history there too, and the managers, etc. It's like, how much of that was he actually just kind of like maybe just riding the pine, through the past couple years, and maybe they you don't want to get rid of him because of the history and the loyalty and whatever.
It was hard when Boston got rid of him. Everybody hated it when they got rid of him.
Yeah, and so finally he retires for health reasons.
Yeah, I was going to say he hasn't been seriously healthy in quite a number of years.
Yeah, and that could have had an effect on his managerial ability and will. And so you bring in this young guy, first time manager, and he's got them kicking ass.
Yeah.
Well, it brings new blood into the clubhouse.
Yeah, it's a good injection. Yeah.
I think to look back in history and look back at our Reds here, it's like in the 80s when Pete Rose was our manager and everyone loved Pete Rose and they couldn't finish at more than second place. The first year Pete's gone, they win the World Series.
Brian just left because of Pete Rose.
Well,
Right.
Probably Pete
He has to
Rose
go.
does that to people.
That's right. He has to go clear his bowels now after talking to Pete Rose.
What else we got here?
Yeah, but my second team. That's why I said you needed two teams. The Reds, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah,
my
they're not
National
doing
League
well.
team.
So
They're not
National
doing
team.
well. No, but been to a
screwed over
couple
the
games
Dodgers.
this year so far.
Yeah, about my second team, I cheer for the Seattle Mariners, and about the only good they had this year was when they beat the Reds in a sweep. So it's like, it's not going well.
And I'll tell you what, when the Reds screw up the base run, when was it? They were playing. I forget we went on a work day. I forget who we were playing, and it was a full count. You had one out, a guy on first, and as he's throwing the ball, the runner leaves the bag, and he swings and a hit, and it's a blooper to right field. They catch it, and all that guy had to do is literally walk to first base for the force out for the double play. And people were like, "What happened? What?" I was like, "I think they fucked up on the count, or he saw a sign and he thought he was supposed to steal."
Yeah.
And
I think right now
Or
the
and that's
Reds
bad
are
ball.
free to steal.
that's bad baseball, though. You can
I'm
no
not saying.
situational awareness on that.
I'm
stuff.
just saying they are pretty much free to steal right now. I mean, everybody is running like whatever they want to.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and we saw a couple guys get thrown out, and it was like, and then they get hitting, and you're like, if those guys didn't get thrown out stealing, he could have had 2 runs this inning and won the game. Maybe you got to be smart too about it, right? All right. Anyway,
you got to get in the scoring position before you can score.
Yeah,
I've always said that.
you got to get on base before you can score.
Great job.
If you don't score runs, you're not going to win.
If the other team scores more runs than we do, they're going to beat us.
What else we got? What else we got here, Blake?
Brian Owl. He says his top 5 aunts, uncles from last week.
Those are top 5.
So number 5, Uncle Ben from Uncle Ben's Rice.
No, it's from
Uncle
Spider-Man.
Owen. Oh, from Spider-Man?
Yeah, from Spider-Man.
Oh. Uncle Owen from Uncle Owen's Rice.
No, that's from Star Wars.
Oh. Uncle Scrooge from Mickey Mouse.
From DuckTales. Woo!
I saw
From his favorite porn, Soft Master.
It's from Storm Shadow from G.I. Joe
Oh, sorry. And speaking of porn, Aunt May.
and Spider-Man.
Oh, Spider-Man.
Good job, Brian.
Especially the Marissa Tomei.
Former
version.
Canadian of the Year.
Yeah.
What else we got?
From Jacobo at tweets by Jacobo. Or it could be Jacobo. I don't know.
My French.
Thoughts on Audi brand Oreos? I got both lemon and key lime in the past 2 weeks.
Ooh.
Was pleasantly surprised by the obscene amount of creme in the middle of each cookie.
We may need to go to Aldi's to get this.
Yeah, we might have to try that because I have not had the Aldi's brand.
They're good.
I mean, most store brands of sandwich cookies are crap. So I will have to see.
I had no issue with doing that. That could be good. I just want the key lime.
Yeah, key lime sounds good.
Yeah. Okay. We'll get on that, Jacobo. What else we got?
Some Blockabot at Blockabot19.
Ooh.
Did Angel Hernandez really retire, or did MLB say quit or we will fire you?
I'm going to say that one.
They reached an agreement for him to retire.
Yes.
I think they reached an agreement with the umpires union.
to get him to.
Well, there
Yeah.
was an agreement, and he retired. My favorite thing, I saw like the stuff coming out, and Angel Hernandez retiring, blah blah blah, and he gives a statement about I'm going to spend time with my family, and someone says, or he said something like, all I really want to do is spend time with my family. And someone's like, all I really want you to do is spend time with your family. So please leave.
I did see a fake contract, like he signed his retirement papers and he missed the line. He's like up here. Yeah. One of the worst umpires of all time.
But go ahead.
Oh, no, I was going to say someone on our softball thread shared the Twitter X. I guess like everybody who tweeted something about Angel Hernandez stepping down, LASIK responded, and they're like, we offered Angel Hernandez free LASIK surgery, but he must have missed it. He must have missed the call or something like that.
Oh, Angel.
Yeah.
Horrible umpire.
Well, think about how strong the umpire union is. I mean, you can have shitty umpires for years, and you can't get rid of them.
Nope.
You know.
What else we got here? Speaking of shitty people and online trolls.
Yeah, Professor Number One and Doctor Number One. It was Jason that said that.
No, not about him. Not about him.
Oh.
Next, the line. No, not about Professor Number One.
I thought you were setting
No.
But yes, the next line is, people online are hating Ryan Reynolds' films. What are your thoughts on his films? And can't these people just not go see his films?
Oh, my God. People are going nuts on Ryan Reynolds' films. And it's like, why?
Why?
Yeah, I am unaware of this.
Oh, yeah, it's trending that people
like
are...
all films or just like his current
No,
films?
all his films.
So they're going back in time.
Yeah, they don't understand why he's a star.
And he's got some good films.
I know.
I
mean, he's a
Friends was enjoyable.
He's a star because of Two Guys, a Girl, and a Pizza Place.
That's true.
Yeah.
Bless you, Brian. And The Proposal. Everybody loves The Proposal.
Underrated film.
One of Brian's favorites, I know.
Yeah.
It's never not on.
Green Lantern.
Well,
No, it's true. But I'm like, what the fuck, people? Calm down.
I mean...
And again, people are like, you shouldn't go see his films. He's just, just makes him make more of them. I'm like...
Well, but we like to see them. I mean,
why
people go to his films
seen-
because they like them?
I've seen 2 Deadpool movies, and I liked them both.
I
I'm
agree.
going to see the third.
Yeah.
I liked the first Van Wilder movie.
Oh, the second one.
He wasn't in it, so...
That's right.
That's
Van
the
Wilder?
problem. You get a funny movie with him in it, Van Wilder, or you take him out of it and you get The Rise of Taj.
No.
And I like Cal Penn, but he did not carry a movie.
But the only thing people remember is I hated The Rise of Taj and fuck Ryan Reynolds for it.
Yes.
It's Ryan
see how it
Reynolds'
works?
fault. The Rise of Taj was bad.
So
I like Just Friends.
What brought this question up was a tweet that says, you have to admire Ryan Reynolds' commitment to having the worst batting average of any modern film star. One piece of Chernobyl-grade shit after another. It's genuinely impressive how he's foiled the law of averages by not even accidentally appearing in a good movie in over a decade.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a well-researched
over a decade.
quote.
So we just got to go back
Deadpool
10
1
years.
and 2.
Hold on a second.
Hey, 929.
You know where your children are.
But I mean, we can't count the stuff from the 90s or 20 aughts. So
Okay.
let's see. I don't know if is any good, but it looks good. I know people said they liked Bullet Train.
Bullet Train was enjoyable.
It was very enjoyable.
I heard a lot of people liked Free Guy. I haven't seen.
I like Free Guy.
Free Guy was fun. Spirited was a lot of fun. The Christmas movie, I really enjoyed that.
I did.
Crude's New Age. I could see that.
I did see 6 Underground, and Ryan Reynolds wasn't necessarily bad, but it just wasn't.
What about The Hitman's Bodyguard?
No, that looked terrible, but I did not see that.
Criminal?
I don't even know what that is.
Selfless?
Red Notice was really good.
Okay.
I have not seen Red Notice. Oh, here we get Deadpool.
Oh,
6 Underground was fun.
It was bad.
It wasn't.
It was-
It wasn't a good movie, but
No, it was Michael Bay.
yeah.
never saw the Adam Project. That's when he had lightsabers. Ghosted was bad. But still, like...
Life. Was that?
I don't remember that one. I mean, Deadpool 2 is in there. Detective
Oh, no, I heard
Pikachu,
Life
which actually
was
wasn't bad. Let's see here. Free Guy was good. Spirited was good. Bullet Train was enjoyable. If has gotten decent reviews. And Deadpool and Wolverine. There you go. There's your movies. Shut the fuck up, people.
You know, I
There's
bet
a lot of Deadpool shit. I'm
You
not
know,
going
I
through his
bet-
IMDb.
I bet it's a lot of Knott's County English football fans that are behind this.
Yeah. And I love Welcome to Wrexham, so fuck off.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't rent here anymore.
Well, he did
right.
do R.I.P.D.
Oh, that was bad. Hey, Jeff, can you give me some news of the geek music?
Nope.
Oh, well, I would like you to.
Well, I didn't realize we were going on there, and we were still talking about Ryan Reynolds. Someone just is so hot to get out of here.
I'm not hot to get out of here.
It's time for another installment of the news of the geek. Happy now?
Yeah, I guess. Let's see here. We're going to do this one first. 17-year-old Virginia rapper, per the dailymail.uk, where Blake gets all his news from. 17-year-old Virginia rapper made a fatal mistake when he tragically shot himself dead while attempting to film a profane music video for social media last week. Rilo Huncho was seen on video posted to his Instagram story showing off a handgun, waving the barrel while displaying its built-in green laser sight and flashlight. He then took control of the grip, appeared to shut off the safety, and pointed the gun at his head, saying, "Fuck you all," and then some other words, and pulled the trigger. He merely left the view of the camera as the phone fell to the floor in the wake of the blast. Police in Suffolk, Virginia, did not name Huncho, but confirmed a 17-year-old died of an accidental self-inflicted gunshot wound to his head. The teenager's full name is Raleigh Freeman III, according to The Direct. He was pronounced dead at the hospital. Family member has set up a GoFundMe in an attempt to raise $15,000 to ease the cost going forward. Quote, "My aunt recently lost her 17-year-old son from a self-inflicted gunshot wound to the head," Monica Savage and Diane Bryant wrote. "He was her only son. She was single parent but took care of her son the best she could." They added that they are still trying to figure out why the boy did this.
Well, he hired people from the set of Rust.
Wah, wah.
Yeah, hold on. I'm not on the right page because I had to play some music.
A friend who says the boy went by Rayleigh appeared to confirm his death on Facebook. Quote, "And to get a text saying he passed away is heartbreaking, and to hear the mean things you're all saying about Rayleigh is so wrong on every level. Please God, give his mother the strength to deal with the devastating pain she's in," Twin Porter wrote. Huncho has about 680 monthly listeners on Spotify, with a profile photo showing Mia Goth's character from the film Pearl hoisted an axe. Some of his songs include it, DOA, La La La, Hellcat SRTs, Money Getta, and Bag Talk. Many of his lyrics feature sexual and often violent imagery. Let's see here. In Money Getta, he raps, "I feel like, quote, I feel just like I'm at home. I'm throwing bullets with no fucking past." On March 24th, he posted a video to TikTok where he flagrantly displayed what appears to be the same gun he shot himself with. Kara Dorsey, who claimed to be a teacher at Freeman School, talked about what students and the boy's family have been going through. "Just yesterday, my school family experienced loss. While I didn't have the opportunity to meet this young man, I did meet his older cousin and a close friend today. I met them as they spent their lunch quietly walking the halls and asking staff members to share a GoFundMe to help the young man's mother lay her only child to rest." So this might be up for... Jim put this article in there as a...
Downer?
Worsley.
Worsley
Ward.
I mean, it's obviously terrible.
Yes.
Like it's a 17-year-old kid.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
What's the first rule when you pick up a gun?
Yep.
Assume it's loaded.
Correct.
Treat it like it's loaded.
Treat it like it's loaded until you clear it. And it doesn't mean just dropping your
Don't
clip
use it
out.
as a prop.
You got to clear the barrel. Yeah, don't use it as a prop, exactly.
And when you have a laser sight on your gun, make sure it's not pointing at you.
You don't point at anything that you don't intend to shoot.
Correct. On a funnier note...
Although he was probably in the moment, forgot all of that.
Yep.
Doing the thing and
During the rap.
Likes and views.
Yep. On a funnier note, a billionaire from Dayton, Ohio is planning to take on a sub to the Titanic site to prove a point. We're going to switch it up here.
That's fine.
According to the New York Post, Dayton real estate investor Larry Connor said he and Triton Submarine co-founder Patrick Leahy will take a two-man submersible. Oh, jeez.
Two-man.
To the wreck of the Titanic to prove the industry is much safer in the wake of the tragic Ocean Gate implosion.
You know what? I just watched half of Titanic this weekend.
Yes.
waiting for the storms to pass Sunday from my Beatles concert.
Oh, yeah.
Festival all weekend, Abbey Road on the River.
Everybody loves the Beatles.
Right.
Take the last train to Clarksville,
right.
and I'll meet you at the corner. Quote.
Station.
Station.
I will meet you at the station.
You know, Titanic's one of those movies I've never seen from beginning to end.
You're not missing much.
But I've always seen it in different parts and put it all together because of that. So we got stuck into this, of course, because of the weather. I ended up watching the whole damn thing again.
I'm sorry.
That's all right. I hadn't been exposed to it for several years, so it was all right.
Connor told it did have Billy Zane in it. That was a great film.
Yeah,
great actor.
And you know there was some
Slammy.
There was also some faulty gun safety in Titanic as well. And since we're talking about Titanic, that's what reminded me. Oh yeah, I was exposed to Titanic this weekend. You know, I wonder if that Dayton billionaire just saw it this weekend too, waiting for the storms.
Can
to
I
pass
finish the
and said,
article? Maybe he'll tell you.
You know what? I'm going to go down there and prove it can be done.
Well, quote, I want to show people worldwide that while the ocean is extremely powerful, it can be wonderful and enjoyable and really kind of life-changing if you go about it the right way, Connor told reporters to the Wall Street Journal. Like, fuck it. Let's go to a boat that a lot of people died on.
Well,
look how beautiful the ocean is.
That's the thing is, if done the right way, yes.
Yeah, you bolt the door shut from the inside.
And you don't use an Xbox controller.
No. It's Atari 2600. It's with less buttons.
Oh, so, yeah, that's right. I saw it.
It's a joystick and one button. That's all you need.
That's all you need.
That's right. It's the paddle.
It's the paddle from the
paddle wheel and the button.
Per the Post, Leahy designed a $20 million submersible.
Designed.
The Triton 4002 Abyssal Explorer. ABYSSAL.
Abyssal.
That's probably not the best way to...
Why would name it something a little better than something that'll curse yourself?
He said that he is
the abyss.
He is confident the vessel can make the voyage to the Titanic multiple times.
This is my abysmal. Oh wait, hold on. Abyssal.
Let's try once before we say multiple, because the last one.
No, they've already had things go, haven't they? To the Titanic?
Oh, yeah, they've had, but
so, I mean,
not submersibles as bad as this.
But it's like we know it can be done if done right.
James Cameron has been down there multiple times.
James Cameron went down to the Marianas Trench. So, it can be done.
He punched a shark while he was down there.
I think he did.
No, he didn't.
Patrick has been thinking about designing this for over a decade, but we didn't have the materials and technology. You couldn't have built this up 5 years ago, Connor told the Wall Street.
James Cameron did.
According to the New York Post, Connor and Leahy are aiming to prove that a safe journey to the Titanic is possible after the implosion of the Ocean Gate. Let's see here. Per the Post, days after the Ocean Gate tragedy, Connor contacted Leahy and said, "Hey, those fuckers didn't know what they were doing. Let's do it." Ask him to design and construct a capable submersible. Quote, what we need to do is build a sub that can dive to Titanic-level depths repeatedly and safely and demonstrate to the world that you can do that and that the Titan was a contraption. According to the Post, Leahy was an industry critic who called OceanGate CEO Stockton Rush's approach quite predatory. The publication noted that several industry experts are laughing at him, along with a whistleblower. No. They have short lifespans. Had come forward with concerns over the OceanGate submersible ability to handle the voyage, in part because the company did not opt to certify it through the groups like American Bureau of Shipping and Europe's Detnosvosk. Connor did not specify a date for when the voyage would take place. But yeah, you know what? Here we go again. Let's do this because that's good material for us. Yeah. So there you go. They're getting a lot of support from our fans online at the History of Bad Ideas Facebook page.
Did you hashtag and follow him so when he does take off, you can report?
Oh, my God. So, Brian, you said your piece of advice is bolt from the inside.
Well, first, make sure you have your socket set inside.
Okay.
And then, once you get in, bolt from the inside.
What happens if you put it on the outside? Socket set.
But
somebody could try to help you.
Make sure you have
away.
You have a universal socket set, so you have both metric and
Standard. Yeah.
Another thing that
Imperial.
happened with the Ocean Gate thing. Yep. Make sure you don't piss off any whales or dolphins while you're down there.
Yeah, the orcas are still going after people in the ocean.
Yep.
so-
And they were rude. They didn't even try to open the Ocean Gate submersible, so that was kind of rude. Make sure your toilet is not next to the window.
Yeah, make sure your drill that has the
that matters really. I mean, you want a view. It's nice to have a view.
and make sure the drill that you use for the lug nuts has a fresh battery.
That's true. That's true.
know.
This new one, they said, is a 2-man.
Yeah.
So all they have to do is design 2 seats that double as toilets. So you're just sitting on the toilet the whole time.
The human caterpillar of submersibles.
So when that has nothing to do with it. So when you need to poop, you don't even have to move.
Ah, wonderful.
You just go, man.
Let's go. I mean, you're going to be down there for hours.
Unfortunately,
You
they
never
have
know
a
when you
hole under their seats to let the waste out, so it might be a problem when they get down
when they
deep.
flush it out of the.
When I was a kid, I saw a gray lady down, and I said, fuck submarines. I ain't going on subs.
Especially ones with screen doors. Don't do that.
And then you went and
I saw
joined the
McHale's
Navy.
Navy, and I was like, that's what I want to do.
I saw up Periscope. It said, pass.
And then
Down.
you saw up Periscope and said, yeah, I need to join the Navy.
Kelsey Grammer.
Or petticoat. Yeah, oh, never mind.
Operation Petticoat.
Yeah.
I saw U571 and I was terrified.
I love that one with Weird Al Yankovic.
No.
No, that's UHF.
Oh, my bad.
U571 is the Bon Jovi movie.
Das Boot.
You know, I don't think anything could go wrong with this.
Oh, so many things could go wrong with it.
But
and
they've checked. They said they can do
Hell
it.
no.
They said they could do it.
I wouldn't go. Fuck it.
Well, the last people said that they could do it. They proved everyone incorrect.
Well, they did get down there.
I mean, as long as you say
Did
you
they?
can do it.
Well, maybe if they had the ColecoVision paddle.
Yeah.
Oh, that would have
I
been
would
worse. That one I could never control. What the hell is
You
going
just see the
on
submersible go in circles all the way down.
Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. I was thinking in television. ColecoVision's fine.
Yeah.
It was in television I couldn't get to work.
Well, they said the television is their next option. It just spins.
Definitely buy a don't buy an off-brand controller.
Well, they got to cut costs
Mad
somehow.
Cats.
They're paying $20 million.
Yeah.
They got to cut costs somehow.
Make it
sure,
OEM.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes.
How many young listeners are there? ColecoVision. How do you spell that? Google. Intelligent? What?
COLECO.
What does OEM mean?
OEM.
Means new and official, not aftermarket. Yeah, I'm excited about this. I feel like they're going to do this right. Speaking of doing it right, we got a quickie this week. Quickies per culturecrave.com. The Sony film, Kraven the Hunter, was delayed to December 24th. Oh, it was cut off. As Sony thinks that people will go to see this over and over again.
Well, I mean,
During the
During the
Christmas
winter-
season.
this
during
is
the
a
Christmas season.
very Christmas-themed movie.
Yes.
I mean, it would make no sense to release it during the summer.
It is part of the Spider-Man universe
I mean,
of Sony.
who would release a Christmas movie in the middle of the summer? Besides, like, Die Hard or something. But who would do that?
Reindeer Games was released in September.
Yeah.
Man, I love that movie.
I like it because of Charlize.
Yeah, I think I heard It's a Wonderful Life was in the
No,
summer,
fuck
too.
that movie. That's awful.
God, Reindeer Games was such a good movie.
But don't have
Steve
to use
Buscemi,
paddles.
Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
Film, yeah.
Gary
I enjoyed it.
Sinise.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. Yeah, so everybody get your Kraven the Hunter tickets because I'm sure after Madam Web did so well that this is going to really rock it.
Do you have to see Lion King first before Kraven the Hunter?
No, but you got to see Mufasa, the Lion King prequel that they're making.
Oh.
So
But this comes out before Mufasa.
does it?
Well,
Mufasa comes out in October.
no, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
This October?
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't think it was going to be this year.
it shouldn't be, but
Well, never mind then. Mufasa is coming out before Kraven. That's probably why they pushed it
I'll be
back.
honest, I don't know if that's correct. But I'm
Yeah,
going
you
with
made,
it.
you made it up.
Let's see here. Mufasa, 2024.
No, really.
December 20th, 2024.
Ah!
Yeah, so same time.
So we can do a double feature.
Christmas double feature.
Yes.
Oh, Kraven comes out December 13th.
Kraven comes out first.
Yeah. Well, you'll be seeing it over and over again.
Oh,
so
that's true.
Can't wait.
Over and over and over again.
Fucking Sony. This is that one woman, isn't it? Seagal, or what's that woman name? The lady that was in charge of Sony.
Amy Pascal.
Yeah, fuck her.
Seagal is close enough to Pascal.
I don't care.
Steven Seagal.
Fucking Pascal. What else?
If only the Sony stakeholders had listened to our parodies of her
Yes.
in the past, they could have avoided all these
Give
problems.
me that Torch Boy.
That's right.
Give me Torch Boy. What else? You got box office news, Jeff?
I do.
Go ahead.
It's time for Box Office Bombs.
Hey, the Box Office News and World Report of May 24th through May 26th of 2024. Coming in number one at the box office with 25.8 million, Furiosa. A total of 31 million in its opening weekend on a budget of $168 million.
They were expecting 45 to 50 million,
They expected wrong.
and this could be a box office bomb by next week.
It very well probably will be.
Just seems like for a holiday overall, the theater numbers were down
They were.
across the board.
They were.
Coming in at number two, the Garfield movie made $24.8 million, a total of $30.9 million in its opening weekend on a $60 million budget.
It's hard to believe that there were almost like the same amount of people saw each of those movies. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Why
but
are
the
you
difference
seeing-
is the Garfield movie got half its
Yeah, for sure. The budget.
back, where Furiosa,
I have no desire to see Furiosa. I don't.
Did you see the
Mad Max,
Mad Max
Fury
Fury
Road.
Road?
Yeah, I didn't like it that much.
I agree. I was not a fan of it either that much.
I didn't like it as much.
I didn't even see Fury Road. The last Mad Max movie I watched was Beyond Thunderdome.
Fury Road ain't we up here? Furry Road
Furry Road?
Furry Road
Road.
came out.
We're all in on that one.
That came out 9 years ago.
Yeah.
So
Wow. It's been 9 years?
yeah, sad, isn't it?
So we were
we're
doing
old.
this podcast before that came out.
What else we got?
Coming in at number three, some Ryan Reynolds movie, Imaginary Friends, made $16 million, a total of $63.6 million on a $110 million budget.
My 7-year-old went to see this for a birthday party.
Yep.
And we asked him how it was because we found out that it was much sadder than what they are showing on the commercials.
Oh, no.
And he said he was one of 2 kids that didn't cry. He's like, it was really sad, though. I was like, oh, wonderful.
He's hardened by Hobie.
Yeah, he pretty much is.
Coming in at number four, The Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes made $13.4 million, a total of $126.5 million on a budget of $160 million.
I want to see this.
Will this kill the
Been saying that
franchise?
for a month now.
I know.
Will this kill the franchise finally?
No, because it's
Well,
it made 280 million worldwide total.
Worldwide, it's making money.
It,
We're just giving the U.S. box office, so
The series is good. I like the series. I like it.
this one looked to be one of the better ones too, based on the trailer I saw.
When I watched the one with Marky Mark, I quit.
Well, yeah, that one was shit.
That wasn't part of this group.
You need to watch the newer one.
God dang it, Blake. God. Go watch the Garfield movie.
All right.
And coming in at number five, The Fall Guy. It made just under $6 million, a total of $74 million on a budget of $125
25.
$20
It's actually not horrible because
million.
that's pretty good because it's now on video on demand. So they still made $6 million. It's not bad.
And you can see, well, it's better on
Is
the
that a
big screen.
movie? Is this the movie ripoff of the Fall Guy TV series?
It's not a ripoff. It's
It's
just
not a rip-off. It's,
they used it.
Reboot,
It's a reboot.
Yeah.
reimagining.
What's coming out?
This week.
Yeah, well, see, the fax machine gave us June 7th list,
Oh, that's not it.
not the 31st of May, which
Yeah.
is coming up quicker than...
All right, so May 31st, upcoming, we have, let's see, we have In Violent Nature.
Oh, that's a good horror film. I'm looking forward to that. It's from the eyes of the killer.
Yeah, when a locket is removed from a collapsed fire tower in the woods that entombs the rotting corpse of Johnny, A vengeful spirit spurred on by a horrific 60-year-old crime, his body is resurrected and becomes hellbent on retrieving it.
Yep.
Now, was that Johnny number 5 from...
Yes.
Okay.
Johnny number 5.
I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to it. It's an independent film. It's looking good.
Let's see. We also have Ezra. Comedian Max co-parents autistic son Ezra with ex-wife Jenna. Faced with crucial decisions about his future, Max and Ezra go on a life-changing cross-country road trip.
Okay.
Here I thought it was going to be about the book of the Bible of the same name.
This is Bob De Niro, Vera Farmiga, Rose Byrne, Bobby Cannavale,
I heard of all those people.
Rainn Wilson, Whoopi Goldberg,
And those people.
Tony Goldwyn.
Maybe she'll get back for after her jumping jack flash debacle.
That was 30 years ago.
Yeah, that was her last film. That was Sister Act 2. My bad.
Yeah.
What about Ghost?
Oh, that's right. She was so hot.
Let's see. Also, we have The Dead Don't Hurt.
They don't.
Two pioneers fight for their lives and their love on the American frontier during the Civil War.
Uplifting.
Viggo Mortensen, Garrett
Viggo.
Dillahunt,
I like Garrett Dillahunt.
W. Earl Brown,
Earl Brown was great.
actually not a bad one.
Vicky Krieps.
W. Earl Brown played, what's his name in Something About Mary, and also played Meatloaf in the VH1 documentary or mockumentary thing, whatever they did on the life of Meatloaf.
Oh. Okay.
So the guy had to wear the earmuffs.
Yes.
Let's see here. We also have 1992.
Great
A
year.
shopkeeper must save his son from an angry mob during the 1992 LA uprising after the Rodney King verdict.
Not a great year in L.A.
Should probably be Ray Liotta's last film to come out. Ray Liotta, Scott Eastwood, Tyrese Gibson.
Okay. Anything else?
Let's see here. Also coming out is Summer Camp.
From the 1980s?
No, from 2024.
Oh, okay.
This follows Nora, Jenny, and Mary, three childhood best friends who used to spend every summer at a sleepaway
I see
camp.
where this is going.
After years, when the opportunity to get back together for a summer camp reunion presents
Summer
itself,
camp reunion.
they all seize it.
One time.
And then a serial killer comes
summer camp?
in a violent nature and starts hacking them all up.
So this has
One of them have a flute.
Yes.
no.
You know what you do with the flute.
Let's see
play it.
here. This is Kathy Bates, Diane Keaton, Beverly D'Angelo, Eugene Levy, Josh Peck,
So much
Dennis
sex in this
Haysbert,
film.
Alfre Woodard,
Eugene Levy.
Dude, there's going to be so much sex.
Nicole
in this.
Richie.
Oh, no, you ruined it with Nicole Richie.
I would have seen anybody else naked except her.
Let's go this way. People complaining about, Ryan Reynolds
Yeah.
movies. How about all the shit movies Eugene Levy has made?
Hey, American Pie, the Naked
original.
Mile.
Thank you. You're helping my argument.
Oh, hold on. All the mockumentaries.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't care. Schitt's Creek
Schitt's
erased all of that.
But that's
Mighty
not a movie.
Wind. Best in Show.
Yeah.
We're just talking about the movies now.
Well,
Best in
I'm
Show.
just saying.
Yeah.
Mighty Wind.
But
American Pie 18.
he also did 13 American Pie movies.
To be fair, there was only 12.
He did The Man.
Oh, The Man was so good.
No, it wasn't.
Bringing Down the House.
Was he in that?
I think so.
God, that's even worse. I wasn't even giving him
Armed and
credit for
Dangerous.
that. Armed and Dangerous.
Also, we have a documentary film coming out
Yeah, we talked about that one.
called The Commandant's Shadow.
Yeah, we did not talk about that.
No.
This follows Hans-Jürgen Haas, the son of Rudolf Haas, the camp commandant of Auschwitz, when he confronts his father's involvement in the murder of a million Jews.
Rudolph Hess.
Yeah.
Jeez, Pete. Well, welcome to the most uplifting show of the year.
According to what Jim sent.
This features Adolf Hitler as himself,
Oh.
Rudolf Hess as himself.
Sounds like a movie I don't
They're
want to
AI
watch.
versions.
They're holograms.
Dancing with Tupac.
Hitler and Tupac.
Yeah, you go.
nice.
And Elvis.
And he left the building.
At a Burger King.
But according to what Jim, I don't know what these movies are, but I'm just
Okay.
he left a list, and what we haven't talked about yet. Robot Dreams.
Oh, loved it. Johnny
Yeah,
Five.
That was next, actually. Robot Dreams.
Okay.
The adventures and misfortunes of Dog and Robot in New York City during the 1980s. This is an animated film.
I was thinking it was the dog robot that was going cross country and
Flamethrower.
and then Philadelphia beat the crap out of it.
Oh. And then what else?
We also have Hidden Master: The Legacy of George Platt Lines.
This is an intimate look at pioneering, openly gay artist who took radically explicit photographs of the male nude.
Harvey Keitel.
Probably the number one model.
Another biography documentary.
Ugh. What else we got? Wrap this up.
And
bro.
we've got Haikyuu, the dumpster battle. That's HAIKYU.
I'm going to say it's anime.
Exclamation point, exclamation point.
It's anime.
Despite a
Haikyuu battles.
Despite a strong field, the Karasuno High volleyball team advances past the preliminary round of the Harutaka tournament in Miyagi Prefecture to reach the third round.
I don't know. That sounds like a movie that could make our top 5 list this week.
Oh, my God.
This features...
Nobody cares.
Somebody cares. We're talking about it, so we care.
Sounds like shit.
You know else what sounds like shit?
You do.
Half the shit you have us talk about.
You know, I'd like to hear rappers do haiku battles. That's
That
what
would be
I thought
cool.
that movie was going to be.
Rappers doing haiku battles.
Yeah.
I'm going to get AI to write rapper haiku battles for
Oh,
me.
yeah. There you go.
I want to sleep. Swat the flies. Softly, please. By Masako Shika. Butterflies are cool in the big, huge green forest. They fly up so high. I don't know,
Yeah,
that's
there's
about-
not a lot of trash talking in your haikus.
Moon and stars wonder. Where have all the people gone? Alone and hiding. That's by Albert Clausen.
Okay, you can stop now.
Google
I
battle.
love you like mountain snow.
Google
so fast,
battle
so
haikus
falling.
and see
But
what
the
comes
path, but the path waits for breaking. What? It's awful.
Okay, you can stop now.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Okay, moving on. Jeff, give me some top 5 music here. Do you got some top 5? Okay, Jeff, what's your top 5 this week?
According to this list, top 5 fictional sports villain.
I like this one.
Yeah.
What's your number 5?
Oh, we're starting with me?
He's trying to put it into a haiku.
No, I'm not. No. My number 5 is Jack Parkman
Oh,
from
Major League
Major
Two.
League 2.
He does that little shimmy when he steps
does.
to the plate.
you
Drives
hit
the
it-
women
Chicks love it.
crazy.
If you hit it, you can name it.
Yep, he was part of the team and was a douche,
Yes.
so they got rid of him.
Yeah.
And he was a douche for the White Sox.
I got news for you, Mr. Parkman.
There's
White,
a train coming through.
And you're standing on the tracks, butthead. Oh, Rube.
number 5 for you, Blake.
He's a villain. Dodgeballs. White Goodman.
I forgot Dodgeball.
He was my number 3. Put it on the board.
If I had Dodgeball, I'd put Michelle.
Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah.
That was an honorable mention on my list.
Which one? Michelle or White Goodman?
White Goodman.
Oh, okay. That's a good one. Nobody makes me bleed my own blood.
That's right.
Right.
Because he's a bad guy, not only, being a cheater and all that, trying to force the other gyms out of business, trying to steal a girl.
Screw you,
He's
Chuck
just a
Norris.
horrible guy.
Screw you, Chuck Norris.
That's right.
Thank you, Chuck Norris.
Number
Thank you, Peter.
number 5 for you.
Number 5 for me, I am going to go with Jean Girard from Talladega Nights.
Is he really a villain, or was he just the antagonist?
Same difference.
In my opinion.
Was he a bad guy?
Yes.
In the film, he was. He broke
Not
Ricky
really.
Bobby's arm.
Yeah, he was a trash talker and an asshole.
Yeah.
I mean, there were other racers who they raced against. He was bad.
And he liked jazz.
And Ricky Bobby's father, played by Gary Cole, he was a villain in that movie, too.
Gary Cole's awesome.
Yeah.
He plays a good villain, too.
Number 5 for me is Eddie Martell from The Replacements. He was the QB, and he got pissed off when the Scabs came over, and he made Falco's life a living hell for a while until they shot up his car. My number 4 is Jerry Maguire. Fuck that guy. He's a piece of shit throughout the whole thing. I'm sorry. He really is.
Agents are evil anyways.
Yeah, but he's a piece of shit.
That's right.
He's selfish throughout the whole thing. And then at the very end, when she's leaving him, that's when he's like, oh, maybe I should be different. Fuck you, Jerry.
Maybe I should be nice to this little boy.
Yeah, fuck you. Especially that kid knows karate now.
You know, human head weighs 8 pounds.
You're a human head that weighs 8 pounds.
Thank you.
Number 4 for you, Blake? Or Brian? Whatever your name is.
Number 4 for me is going to be Ogie Oglethorpe.
What's that from?
Slapshot.
Slapshot.
That's right.
Oglethorpe?
Personally, in my opinion,
All the Syracuse Bulldogs.
I would say
'Cause I had-
the villains are the fucking Chiefs. They're
Yeah,
not
I really
good
think
people.
about it.
They started a fight during the national. Try to listen to the fucking song.
Yeah, I know. See, I had the Syracuse Bulldogs as honorable mention.
Okay, I like that.
But yeah, you're right. It's kind of like you could say the Chiefs.
You know what you
are
could
sports
say?
Slapshot
Slapshot 2 is the villain.
The director of Slapshot 2.
Stephen Baldwin, the star of it.
Brought
their fucking toys. Number 4 for you, Blake.
Number 4 were the evil frat cycling guys in Breaking Away.
Oh, good one.
Thank you.
The frats were terrible, terrible people.
That's right. They
making
were.
fun of the cutters.
That's right.
Number 4.
Oh, look, Sherman's going to ride it.
Yeah.
Number 4, Jeff.
Number 4 for me, I picked Mark and the people from the bank in Field of Dreams.
Bastards.
Yeah.
I mean, Mark threw the little girl down on the ground so she could choke on her hot dog.
That's true.
Damn you, Timothy Busfield.
Go back to 30-something, you dickhead.
Go back to the West Wing.
Yeah.
Bring that back.
Yeah.
Number 3.
Number 3 for me, the Nazis in Victory. Also known as Escape to Victory.
We've talked an awful lot about Nazis.
There's too much Nazis on this, but it's on my list before we started talking about Nazis elsewhere.
There's a lot of Nazi shit tonight.
Like, too much for my liking,
Title
honestly.
for the show, Nazi Talk.
Yeah, we're not putting Nazis in the title of our show.
That could be the title of
we
the
are
show.
a
We're not
history
putting
podcast. We are.
Just call it Nazi talk.
You know, they did build roads. Thanks, Birdshot.
I mean,
no, cars, Volkswagen.
Yeah, it's true. Oh, those are pieces of shit now.
it kind of is a testament of camaraderie.
Okay, number 3 for you.
I'm just saying,
Wow.
teamwork.
Does not make the dream work.
Yeah, number 3 for me was all the Nazi sports people from the 1936 Olympics
All the
against
Nazis
Jesse Owens. Yeah, no, I'm kidding.
Oh, you're going to say all the Nazis and all those Leni Riefenstahl
Oh yeah, the Leni Riefenstahl movies,
Triumph of
propaganda
the Will.
films.
Yeah, her propaganda Triumph of the Will. Oh my
God.
No, who Jesse Owens is 36, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, in seriousness, number 3, he's a Nazi. Judge Schmales from Caddyshack.
Oh, I forgot about him.
He is not. See,
I sentenced
He's
him
a
to the
horrible
death
man.
penalty.
Oh, he is, yeah.
I thought I owed it to him.
a child younger than you.
That's right.
Danny.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks good on you, though.
Yeah.
If you get a free bowl of soup with that hat, it looks good on you. We're putting here. God. Great film. Number 3 for you?
Number 3 for me is going to be Bud Kilmer.
Oh, that's another good one.
Bud Kilmer.
Varsity Blues.
I should have had him on my list. I completely forgot about
If I
it.
watched Varsity Blues, I say good choice.
It's a great film. I don't want
Your life. But that wasn't to Bud Kilmer.
You know, they never took down the statue, though.
That's fine.
You know what the other villain is? Varsity Blues 2. That came out.
They made a second?
Yeah, with John Voight.
With John Voight?
Yeah.
He's the one that should not be coming back.
Yeah.
They should have brought, what's his name back to be the coach?
Yeah, it was I'll find it.
Paul Walker.
Paul Walker.
He had a car to catch.
Not at that time.
Oh, sorry. Number 3 for me is White Goodman. That he wrote. Number 2. This is actually what inspired me. Clubber Lang from Rocky 3. I watched that the other day. God, he is so good in that. Great show.
I predict pain.
Come on. You ain't so bad. You ain't so bad.
If you ever want to send your woman over.
Yeah.
Andy killed Mickey.
Yeah.
That's right.
So, number 2 is Clubber Lang. Go ahead.
Spoiler alert for those who didn't see.
See Rocky 3.
Rocky 3, yeah.
That was number 2. Number 2 for you, Brian?
Number 2 for me, I hobied this one. From Friday Night Lights, we have Ray Voodoo Tatum.
Oh, that fun.
I hate him.
And I hobied that one with Joe McCoy.
The real McCoy?
No. You haven't made it that far, I don't believe.
J.D. McCoy?
JD and Joe McCoy.
I'm in it. He's a starting quarterback right now.
Okay, so yeah, you're in it. Yep.
Yep. That dad has issues.
You said urine.
Yeah. We're anticipating something. Don't spoil it, but we're anticipating something to happen here, and I can't wait. So
that's usually how this whole thing works. Like TV shows,
Really?
and movies, like things happen.
I meant like something bad.
And we anticipate. Well, I mean,
That's kind of the whole point of it.
watching a story where only good things happen would get old pretty quick.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
true. It's true.
Yeah.
Thanks. What else? You got number 2?
I was almost concerned when you started talking about Major League 2 because my number 2 was Rachel Phelps for Major League. And she
Fuck
was in Major
you.
League 2.
That's my number 1.
Rachel Phelps?
Yeah, because she's moving a team out of Cleveland, which I probably would too, but
Wow.
I've never
Rachel
heard of
Phelps?
half of these guys. And the ones I have are half past their prime.
Then scratch them off.
This guy here is dead. Then cross him off then. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Thank you.
Jeff?
My number 2, I have Rupert Mannion, former owner of AFC Richmond,
Yep.
who then went ahead and bought West Ham.
Oh, yeah. Good one.
Bad guy.
Barbecue
He
sauce.
was. Bad guy.
Bad villain.
Bad.
Yeah.
Almost my number 1, except my number 1's going to blow him out of the water.
what's your number 1?
My number 1, the Really Rottens. From Laugh Olympics.
Oh. Says fictional.
It's true.
They are fictional and they are villains. It is just a collection of villain after villain.
Okay.
Yep.
Number 1 for you?
I wish I could remember his name in the credits. I tried finding it, but I didn't. Obviously it didn't work out very well. But the original Bad News Bears, the Yankees, I believe.
Yes.
The manager
Yep.
Oh,
berates his own son in the Little League field in front of the team, in front of the crowd, in front of everybody.
find that is played by Vic Morrow.
And they lost.
Was it Vic Morrow? Yeah, and they lost. And so he's a bad guy.
Yeah.
And all parents like him.
Yes. That's a good one.
That's right.
Expect that from your team.
That's right. You played him tonight.
Yeah.
Roy Turner.
Roy Turner. There you go.
He should have checked his text messages.
Sure text check. Yeah, exactly. Roy Turner. And you know what? I bet Roy actually threw that stick onto the field and hit his own player.
Oh, yeah.
Well, he
'Cause he
did hit his
probably
own
was-
kid in the Bad
He
News
did.
Bears.
Exactly.
Could have happened.
I bet you that's what happened tonight
happened.
with the stick, flying stick.
Bastard. Number 1 for you, Brian?
Number 1 for me is going to be Team Iceland.
Mighty Ducks 2.
From Mighty Ducks 2.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Number one for me was Rachel Phelps. I apologize. It must have been a fever dream. Bud Kilmer, and they never made a Varsity Blues 2.
Yeah, I was going to say, that
I
didn't
thought
happen.
it was on cable. Bud Kilmer does have a Twitter page, and he did post that it is still standing, his statue. So, I'm going to follow him now. Anyways, we did have, before we get into honorable mentions, we did get people to send in their picks.
So Jim said he put his online for you.
Yes, we are getting there here. Let's see here from Dr. Number One. Dr. Number One, he had Ted DiBiase, Mr. McMahon, Terry Funk when he attacked Flair after a match he was judging. That was awesome. Angel Hernandez, no way he's a real umpire. And the NWO. Jacoba, tweets by Jacoba, had Rachel Phelps from Major League. Ranch Wilder from Angels in the outfield. Hedo from Rookie of the Year. Jesus from The Big Lebowski.
Nobody fucks with the Jesus.
Judge Smalls from Caddyshack.
Smales.
Smalls.
Yay. All right.
Honorable mention, the Dallas Cowboys. Oh, from the Little Giants. Okay, sorry. Old Man Brad. Hi, I'm Brad. He had Shooter McGavin on it.
What? The villain? No.
I think.
Everybody knows it was the alligator.
And then we also had, let's see here, we had online on our Facebook page, Dave had Rudy.
I'll read Jim's list here.
Go ahead.
Tied at number 5, he has Suicide and Cancer from the Iron Claw and Brian song, respectively.
Can see that?
I did watch Iron Claw this week, by the way.
Was it good?
Fuck. It is good, but man, is it depressing.
Yep.
Jim had for Blake over there, Roy Turner from the Bad News Bears and Clue Haywood from Major League.
He did?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
And anybody who has played / coach for the Yankees ever.
He threw out his own son in a father-son game.
Number 3, he has JD and Joe McCoy. At number 2, he has the Judge and the right field wall in The Natural. And number 1, he hobied it.
Shocking.
Meanie in The Water Boy, Martell from The Replacements, the Alligator from Happy Gilmore, and Dean Elias from Necessary Roughness.
Nick Mayer had Eddie Martell from The Replacements. Red Bulai from The Waterboy, the other team's coach.
Yep.
He hobied number 3. There you go, Nick. Rachel Phelps from Major League and Roy Turner from the original Bad News Bears. White Goodman from Dodgeball and Shooter McGavin from Happy Gilmore. Honorable mentions, John Majors from Out Cold. Oh, jeez. And Val from Brink. I don't know what Brink is.
I don't know Brent either.
Steve from Everything I Learned from Movies.
Everything I learned from movie.
Had Robert Lojoya from
Robert
Over the
Loggia.
Top. Yep.
R as in Robert Loggia. O as in, oh my God, it's Robert Loggia. B as in, by God, it's Robert Loggia.
Jesus from Big Lebowski. Oh,
Jesus. That would be Jesus.
Jesus.
He went by Jesus, the Jesus, to be
Don't
specific.
fuck with the Jesus.
Ernie McCracken from Kingpin.
Oh, I should have put Ernie in mine.
Terry Silver from Karate Kid Part 3. And Clubber Lang from Rocky 3.
Can't believe I forgot Ernie McCracken.
E as in, everybody look, it's Robert Loggia.
Brian
Hour.
had Gabriel Kane, Bruce Dern from Diggstown. Great film. Minnesota Fats.
Is that about volleyball?
Yes.
Okay.
Jackie Gleason from The Hustler. Chong Lee, played by Bola Young from Bloodsport. Eddie Martell, Brett Colin from The Replacements. And John Kreese, Martin Cove from Karate Kid. And finally...
Well, I'm not sure I would place Minnesota Fats as the villain.
But he did.
He was the rival, but the villain was the character played by George C. Scott.
George C. Scott's always a villain.
You know, as much as I hated Martell and The Replacements, I hated Brett Cullen as the Riggins father in Friday Night Lights.
Worse.
Yeah.
He's a shitty dad.
Yeah.
So he's Riggins, Papa Riggins?
He is.
Let's see here. And
Sean.
finally, number 1.
R as in Robert Loggia.
Sean Kuhn. had number 5, Rachel Phelps from Major League. John Kreese from Karate Kid, Cobra Kai.
Kreese is a good one.
Ernie McCracken from Kingpin. Judge Smales from
Caddyshack.
And Warden Hazen from the 1974 version of The Longest Yard. So there you go. Thanks, everybody,
Some
for
good
that.
lists out there.
I do. I like that one. Appreciate everybody for sending that in.
Honorable mentions?
Sorry. Any honorable mentions that weren't listed already? I had Ivan Drago.
Yeah, I didn't list any of the Rocky ones because Shooter
McGavin, yeah.
I kind of...
the ones I would have had,
Were listed
by other people.
I really like the Clover Lang.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
When I watched that again, I was like, it was a really good villain.
Mr. T was good.
Yeah. And he spoke some truth. He was a paper champion.
Doing a little bit of research, I kind of forgot that in 1 and 2, Apollo technically was the villain.
Yeah.
That popped up on a lot of people's lists.
I couldn't put him.
I wouldn't, but I see why people did.
He wasn't a villain, especially in the first one. He was just the opponent.
Right.
The antagonist.
And he's the opponent that gave Rocky
He's giving
the
Rocky the
chance.
chance. He's giving
Right.
a local fighter a chance to fight him. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's see.
Even when his handler said no, because you can't, he's a southpaw, it'll give you fits. And he said, nah, because he's got a cool nickname.
That's right. Although, 2, he does become a little antagonist.
Yeah, he does
Yeah.
maybe turn villainish in 2.
Yeah, to get him to fight again.
Bad idea of the week, number 39. We've done this before, people. Making a second submersible to go to the Titanic. Please stop. Good idea, though,
No,
Brian.
second
Bolts
home-
on the inside.
Second homemade submersible.
Yes.
To go to the Titanic.
Standard and metric from the inside.
Fresh battery for the drill.
I hope they go this year because I need a Worsley winner nominee.
It's not shooting yourself in an Instagram while trying to
It's
rap.
going to be the submersible because it was set. The precedent was set already that you shouldn't do it.
I thought you would put a bad idea of extra innings in an 8U game that's already an hour past its end time.
I expect that from you.
T as in, take a look, it's Robert Loggia.
Finally, we're wrapping this sucker up because I got to go to bed sometime. Titles for the show I have This Ending Is Too Long, Stay on Target, Nazi Talk, and Furry's Road. Like the Furry's Road.
Let's see. I had Billy and the Stripper, My First Exposure, and Unlearn What You Farted.
Unlearn what you farted, Jason.
Sorry.
You
That was
missed
before me.
Yoda wisdom.
You missed our Mad Libs.
Oh, okay. What else you got? Brian? I'm sorry, I missed it.
Let's see. Clear your gallbladders.
You like that one?
On the alcohol.
Oh, he is on the alcohol.
If I cared, I'd look it up. And that's all I wrote down.
Okay. What do we got?
We only have a whole lot to choose from this week.
Now. Nazi Talk?
I mean, we are a history podcast.
Oh,
No, we are not doing
I'm
that.
about to say, yeah,
I like Furry's Road.
I think just putting Nazi in the title will probably get you banned.
Yeah, let's not do that. How about Furry's Road?
What about nougat talk? Because nougat is our secret word for Nazis.
Anyways, what was the other one that you had?
You're the only one that wants Furry's Road.
Okay, fine. Furry's Road. He laughed at it.
No.
What else?
Clear your gallbladders.
Yeah, let's do that. Like that chuckle.
You don't even know the content.
No, it doesn't matter. There you go. Thank you, everybody, for listening. We appreciate it. We'll be back next week. And
Thanks for showing up tonight, Jason.
Hey, blown away by your ability to show up. Roger says goodbye.
Hardball. How did I not? Oh my God! How did I forget
Society.
Hardball?
Was there a villain in it?
Society.
Yeah, I just. God, can't believe I forgot that.
Roger says goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
From Walking Dead to Talking Heads, from comic books to TV sets, there's a history, not so bad, there's the history. It's the history of bad, so bad. The history of bad, it's bad. History of bad ideas. Oh,
been listening to Hobie.